This is how the best team in the world team fights.
Owner holding on, debating, do they want to kick the fight off? That's the ulti. They're going to opt for the retreat here. Ulti in the backside from Jose Diodo. Paranoia utilized, getting the flash out. Pays coming over the wall, wants to turn it now, and he is damn fast. He's just running Jose Diodo down. Owner, kick flash across the team. Yon immediately deleted it. Pays about to kill everybody.
And it's a quadra for Pays. T1 are going to wipe TL off the map.
In the MSI play-ins, T1 have currently dominated their competition, 3-0ing all of their matches. But how did they do it? By the way, I'm Deus and I coach Sentinels at the LCS. Like and subscribe. They accomplished this through their superior team fighting. Now let's break it down. There are 3 stages for team fighting. The pre-objective, which is everything before the fight. You commonly hear people talk about wave states, spell check, which is summoners and ultimates. The standoff, this is the final waves before people enter river. And in river, when they stare at each other, one team is typically attacking the setup and the other team is defending their setup. Finally, the trigger pull. However, there's something missing. If you know what it is, pause the video and type in the comments. The missing piece is how you actually win the fight, aka your team comp's identity. Now let's look at an example. For this game, Team Liquid are a shotgun comp, which basically means they want to combo their engage and one-shot someone or multiple people. T1 are grouped in the river, same as Team Liquid. Owner ends up getting a pretty good smite steal, but CoreJJ starts a fight and gets a really huge engage as Nico, and they end up killing Owner, Dora, and Faker. The key thing here is, as you notice, Team Liquid use all their ultimates at the same time to affect ideally multiple people of T1. Now we're going to look at a perfect example of how these concepts play out in real time. I'm going to first play out the full sequence once, and then we'll break it down.
T1 again with that mid lane tower down are in such a nice position. They can just keep pushing mid wave rather than being forced into this Dragon Dance platform from Faker, looking to lock up Yon. The stun still does connect, but it's a flash for flash trade.
And Quid was scouted on his attempt on the flank here by Owner. Again, kind of squishy.
Ulti now coming in, looking to lock down Faker, stop from getting anything else. Excellent spell shield means Faker will fall. Backside it's Doran in the midst of the fight. Quid just barely able to escape. Yon able to finish off the kill, but now they're in trouble. Pays is here, as is Doran. Another kill going over to Pays. Quid not where he needed to be. It's a bit of a mess. It's a double kill, and they're looking to make it 3. Yon really nowhere to go. Has to hold his own. Red buff there. Lots of damage, but Pays with carry on his back is too damn strong. A triple for the Zeri.
If you want to rewatch, make sure to rewatch. First, let's begin with stage 1. The pre-objective. Spell check. Only Quid will have no flash for this next dragon, and everyone has ultimate. Now we're going to look at the wave states. Doran is pushing top, and Galley will have push from bottom. 1 minute before, Faker begins his base. He has no flash, so playing from the side isn't really an option for him, so he plants the base and enters through mid. They see Galio show on the bot wave, so Keria correctly chooses to ward defensively behind the dragon pick to track his flank. Owner also channels his base, but cancels. Notice here how Keria actually sees Nico as Nocturne and uses his Yumi Q to check if he's engaging. Brilliant stuff. Quid shows bottom again, and Faker recognizes this and uses his body to create space to push Nocturne off of the crowd. And as a result, T1 are able to properly one-shot it while also letting it drag towards the middle bush, and this generates a huge information advantage. Now we're in stage 2, the standoff. TL are defending river, and T1 are attacking their setup. They do this by correctly pushing them back into the enemy jungle with their vision, and then going back towards the mid wave once they believe that Quid is in range for ultimate. Pays, Keria, and Faker walk up mid wave, with Keria putting a ward to see if they rotate to make Team Liquid show. Fun fact about this ward too, he specifically puts it here because if Team Liquid have a pink, the pink is not going to see it. Now we're in stage 3, the final stage, the trigger pull. T1 initiate the skirmish while Team Liquid is split, and Faker instantly flashes on him, trading Sons of Varus. At the same time, with the ward Keria put earlier, Owner sees Quid shifting and also engages on him. Since T1 know that Varus is split from Nico and Nocturne, notice here how Pays and Keria step up in an aggressive way. This forces Nocturne and Nico to step back, further ruining Team Liquid's defensive positioning. Coincidentally, also cutting away from the Zehen TP, making the situation even more awkward for TL. At this point, Team Liquid still want to fight since they have the flank and try to commit and engage on a flashless Annie. This is essentially the end of Team Liquid. Like I said earlier, you need to understand how your comp plays to win. We saw earlier an example of Team Liquid doing a good job with the shotgun comp. But here, in this case, they're using their Nocturne ulti just on Annie, and Galley isn't able to combo his ultimate at all. Owner ends up dying to the Varus, But as a result, Doran's, Pays, and Keria have a pretty easy 3v3 on their side of the screen. Quid notices that they're still fighting and ends up ulting, but the ultimate is pretty late and dies, and then Pays flashes on Varus with no flash. So comparing this fight to the previous, it's easy to say that Team Liquid made a mistake with their engage, but the truth is that T1 constantly pressured the space and forced Team Liquid to make a decision, which ended up in their favor. The MVP of this sequence is Owner, Faker, and Pays. When they're in positions to take up space, they were taking up as much space as they could, which resulted in Team Liquid feeling desperate. Faker flashed on Varus, Pays pushed back Nocturne Nico, and Owner fought Galio to the death. Thanks for watching.